Hey Stampers, it's Diane Dimich with DDStamps.com, and we are going to get ready to get started here. It is a little bit before 7, so I want to make sure that everybody else has a chance to jump on. I'm excited about tonight. I've got a lot to share with you. There's a lot going on right now, and I don't want to miss anything. So I am so thankful. I'm hoping you guys can hear me, and I know that there's a little lag before you actually, that's 20 seconds, I think, lag time. So if down in the comments section, whether you're on YouTube or my website or on Facebook, just comment down there. Some people have already said, hey, has it started yet? Hello, blah, 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 you know. So just pop a little comment in there. Let me know that you're out there and that you can hear me. That would be fabulous. So anyway, and then we'll get started. Sharon, welcome. Hey, I'm glad you remembered. Because sometimes I feel that way myself, thinking, I wonder if I'm going to remember. So I am going to be monitoring all comments that are made throughout the night on YouTube, my website, and on Facebook. So I'm hoping that if I missed something you said, or if I didn't answer a question, please just repeat it in the comment section wherever you are, and I will get there and answer it. And if I don't answer it before the end of the night, I always do. I'll go back and answer those questions in after this is over. Now I planned about an hour's worth of content, but I will tell you that what happened this afternoon, I did end up doing a few extra videos at the end, and we might get into some kind of a big discussion, which would be awesome at the end. And I've got some little previews to show you. So. But I don't want you to forget that, you know, the catalog is retiring. This is the last month. You have until June 2nd for this catalog and for the occasions catalog. So I just want you to think about that. So we will go ahead and get started here. Let me, usually I start with a picture of my town or something from town, or something from my life. And I have to be honest with you, we woke up this morning to a couple inches of snow on the ground. It snowed pretty much all morning till about noon, and then it quit, and now it looks like it's gonna start again. And they're talking that we're gonna have snow and rain all weekend. So, you know, that happens. It's welcome to Red Lodge. We always have snow in May. But I just couldn't bring myself to take a picture of something fun outside. So no pictures tonight, sorry. You just get me in the workshop. Just a reminder that I will be answering all questions as the night goes on. I know I kind of go at a pretty good clip with these, but I want to make sure that we get through everything. And just for your information, at the end of this presentation, any of the slides that I show, I'm going to pop in on Facebook down below the video, so that if you choose to go back and just want to look at the slides that I put up, you'll be able to watch the videos. You'll be able to click on each slide and see what I talked about there. And there's actually clickable links in there that you can click on to get to wherever that slide's information is. So that will be up shortly after the workshop is over. So it's just another way for you to look through everything. Dorinda, you need to refresh. Good, lots of people are hearing me. I haven't seen a moose this week, Julie. But that doesn't mean they haven't been around town, because people have been posting them up on Facebook. Good, Tracy can hear me. Judy can hear me. Carol, yes, you can hear me. Awesome, Linda made it. Angelique, lots of birthday cards, running out of fresh ideas. Thanks for this. I don't know if I have birthday cards, but there'll be stuff that you could do for birthdays. I know, Angelique, my craft space is awesome, and I can't thank my husband enough. This actually was his garage at one point. And I think he got tired of my stuff all over the house, and so he put me in his garage, changed it into a room for me. Very nice of him. He's a good guy. So, okay, well, let's get started. Like I said, if anybody has questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Because I can't help you if I don't know what you need. Dorinda, I hope you can find me. You just have to refresh your screen. It's probably something to do with the internet. Lots of people. Oh, good. Molly made it. Ruth Ann's here. I know. But you know what? We expect the weather to be bad. That's just how it is. Ooh, Washington, Peggy from Washington State. Oh, good. I'm glad you tried the velveteen technique. Stephanie from Ottawa. Awesome. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and get started. And I just wanted to be a reminder to you that the retirement list, this catalog that we currently are using, is retiring. And some things are sold out, some things are still available, but lots of things are on discount prices. So if there's something that you want, go ahead and do that. Just a second, I have somebody at the door. Workshops online. Oh, yep. So just get on Facebook. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. That was somebody came to the door that lives here in town that thought I was actually doing a demonstration here tonight. So hopefully she will get home and get back up on Facebook and participate. Okay, so this is the first project. This is called a pinwheel card. It's pretty popular right now amongst demonstrators, and it's pretty easy to do it. I think you're gonna love it. So here is the first video. With no sound. Pinwheel card. It's been making its rounds among demonstrators, and I thought maybe I'd just do a quick video for you. I'm going to go ahead and use this sheet of the designer series paper called Painted Petals, and we're also going to use the coordinating stamp set called Painted Petals. And I just wanted you to be aware that this paper and this stamp set will no longer be available after June 2nd of 2015. And so if this interests you, you may want to make sure that you get that purchased this month. So to begin with, we're going to start with an 8x8 sheet of designer series paper. And I'm going to come in with my Simply Scored. And actually, I'm using our diagonal plate too. And one of the things that I want to point out is our diagonal plate has this little arrow at the top of it right here. And that little arrow you want to make sure is pointing up, and that this is actually in the top of the scoreboard. And then you're going to come in and you're going to score it at 3 inches. And of course, it's going diagonal. So get into the 3-inch mark and go diagonal, and then turn it, 3-inch mark, diagonal, and turn it, and the 3-inch mark and diagonal, and then the 3-inch mark and diagonal. And once you've done that, you're going to come in with some scissors or paper snips, whatever you have. Sometimes it's easier to see on one side of the designer series paper than the other, and I can see that it's easier for me to see my score lines on this piece of paper when I go with the green stripe. So you're just going to go ahead and cut those all out, corner to corner. And then you're going to go ahead and pull your diagonal off. And this time you're going to come at the 1-inch mark and just go down to where you've cut. And you're going to do that on all 4 sides. Like that. And then I'm going to move this out of the way. And what you're going to do then is you're just going to come in and fold these. And so I'm going to fold these in and this one this way. So fold my green stripe that way. And you need to decide which side you want your paper to be the pinwheel and which side you want to be the predominant color. So it doesn't matter which side you use, especially with Stampin' Up's designer series paper, because it is also nicely coordinated. And so once you've done that, you're going to fold it in like that. And then this piece just gets tucked in there, and that's how you make your pinwheel. How cute is that? It just makes a really quick, cute card. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually open this up, and on the inside, I'm coming in with the 4x4 square of Whisper White and the 4¼ by 4¼ square of Blackberry Bliss. And I'm going to, like I said, use that Painted Petals stamp set. The colors that I'm using are Wild Wasabi, Blackberry Bliss, and Daffodil Delight. And I got those colors right off the designer series paper. So it was just listed there, and that's just exactly what I'm going to use. And so I'm going to come in with my stem here. And I have found that especially with the painted petal, to me it's easier to line up the flowers to the stems. And so I stamp the stems first and then bring in the flowers and then bring in my amazing stamp. Ooh, there. And then I'm going to flip this over and come in with a little snail. Attach this on to my Blackberry Bliss piece. And then attach this on to my Pinwheel card. And it'll fit snug right down inside there. And then go ahead and bring my Pinwheel card together. And it's very quick and easy, and it just makes for a fun, cute card. There you have it. Now you could do a belly band, or you could do attach a flower or something on the outside here just to jazz it up, but I just think that designer series paper really makes it pop. So there's a pretty quick and easy card project, and I will have a list of... Okay, so that was the easy card, super easy card. But I just love the way it looks. Don't you think it's funny that somebody came here tonight? That happened one other time too. I guess I have to be a little more clear with my local people that it's actually online. So that is just a really quick Pinwheel card. I know that we've all got gobs and gobs and gobs of designer series paper. I actually will have the measurements. It's on my website, so we'll put a link up for that. So these are the supplies that I used, and these are, of course, this is the Painted Blooms designer series paper, and that is retiring at the end of this month, June 2nd. And then the Painted Petals stamp set, which was absolutely one of my favorites in this year's Occasions card, or Occasions mini. That also is not in the next catalog. I know it's kind of amazing. There's a lot of stuff that's not in the next catalog. So just so you're aware, like I said, the slides will be up later, so you can go ahead and look back and see what I used, and I'll put a link in. Okay, so the next project that I did is this cute little purse. I just think it's adorable, and wait till you see how easy it is to make. And I made these with my clubs this week, or this month, and we made 4x4 note cards that slipped inside there. So we used coordinating designer series paper and added in added the designer series paper scraps that I had left over onto the note cards, so it all coordinated. Super easy to do. This is really popular right now amongst demonstrators that are doing these. So you may have seen it out there, but wait till you see how easy it is. Hey Stampers, Diane Dimich here with DDStamps.com. Today I'm going to show you a quick way to make a cute little gift bag, a little handbag that looks like a purse. And so to begin with, we are going to use a strip of designer series paper. This actually is from the Flower Pot collection, and it's 3-inch strips, so it's a 3 by 12-inch strip of cardstock. And I added, as you can see, I put sticky strip along the back and the one side. So that's just to get it ready. And then I took 3 more strips of 12 by half-inch cardstock, and all 3 of those have sticky strip. And then I have a piece that is, like 2.5 by 5 1/4. And what you're going to do with that is you're going to come in with a scoreboard of some type, and you're just going to score it at 1/2 inch on each side. And once you've got that scored, then what you're going to do is you're going to come in with a pair of paper snips, and you're just going to trim those edges right up to the score line. This is how we're going to put together our box. And so we'll go ahead and fold all of our score lines. And if you want to make it a nice crease, just go ahead and use your bone folder. That will make a really nice crease along that line. This is actually going to be the bottom of the bag, so it's a pretty sturdy little bag when it gets done with all the paper and sticky strip that you use. So once you've done that, I'm going to go ahead and come in with glue dots, which were just here a minute ago. Here they are. And I'm just going to add a glue dot to each of these little flaps. Like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold this up and bring this up to square it up. And I actually put the flaps on the outside of the piece, because this is going to get covered up, and then this way the inside of your purse will look, it'll have a nice finished look when we're totally done here. So
So you're gonna do that. Cute. Then you're gonna take,
darn it! Sorry, I will get back to where we were.
Or any other good adhesive that you have. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna start with the side without the sticky strip, and you're gonna go right to the middle of your box, and you're just gonna line up that bottom edge. Oh wait, I forgot to do something. One of the things I wanna do is I wanna add this Night of Navy band. Let's be careful because this has sticky strip on it. So I'm just gonna lean this off the edge of the table for now. And I'm just gonna add this right along the top of what would be the outside of my bag. I'll show you here in a minute. There we go. Okay, so you want the strip, one of the sticks of strips of Night of Navy or whatever matching color you use to go along the top of that. And then you've got your sticky strip that I pulled off here, and then this one. Now, once you've done that, then you're gonna come in, and you're gonna come in at the halfway point, approximately, and line up the bottom of your box, and then wrap this. It's gonna go right around those pieces that I cut and tape down, and then wrap this around here. And if you don't get it perfect, don't worry about it, because we're gonna add another piece to the bottom to finish that off, and so it's not really gonna show. And come around this side, and then come around this side, and it will line up again, and then put your purse together. So there you have the bottom of your purse. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take another piece of that sticky strip off of a 1/2 inch by 12 inch piece of cardstock. And then this one, you're gonna come to the back, and this is just gonna finish that off. And so if you didn't have things perfectly lined up, this is where it's gonna get fixed. And you're just gonna bring that right around your purse bottom, which is just gonna really finish that off. It makes it look great. And then come in there like that. There's, you can see where you get the purse starting. And then I have one more strip, and then I have 2 little strips of 6 by 3/8 inch. And I'm gonna go ahead and give these a little curl because I want them to curl around. These are gonna be the handles. And so I'm gonna curl those around. And then I'm gonna bring in my paper piercing mat. And I'm gonna add my handles to my bag. Probably easier to poke a hole. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it's just easier to watch your fingers so you don't poke your finger. Once you get a hole all the way through, then you're gonna take one of our mini brads, put your handle on. Oh yeah, that works. Bring your other handle around this side. Do the same thing. Watch your finger. I've got like something, glue or something on my paper piercer. And then another one of our mini brads is gonna go right through that and hold on that handle. And then you're gonna flip it and do the same thing and kind of get them in the same spots. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. And another mini glue or mini brad goes through there. And then bring this one around. But you can start to see how this little bag comes together. It's just really adorable. And this will fit all kinds of stuff, but it will fit 4x4 note cards. If you wanted to make some 4x4 note cards up using some more of that paper in that flower pot to coordinate, it would just be so cute for a Mother's Day gift or even just a birthday gift. So once you've done that, the last piece of sticky strip is actually what's, to me, sets it off because it cleans up that mess you've got going on in the inside. And so take your sticky strip, your 1.5 by 12 inch strip, and you will see inside here where the seam starts. So this is kind of like a seam binding. And that's going to cover up your brad where you put it into your handle and clean up that whole mess so that it looks nice and finished. And just go ahead and go all the way around your little bag. And it does come right back to this part and cleans it up. But how cute is that? Now look at how the inside looks. It's just adorable. It's all covered up and looks great. So there you have it. There is just a little bag that you could put some treats in there or some 4x4 note cards. I will post the instructions or the measurements on my website along with the supply list. And if you are interested,
Okay, so there is the second project. I think it turned out cute. I love that bag. Sorry for all the noise from my dog in the background of that. She's kind of, I don't know, freaking out a little bit tonight. She wants me to pay so much attention to her now that I'm busy. So anyway, I did get a couple questions. So I'm going to come back up on screen so you can see me, even though I don't really like this part of the whole presentation, but here I am. You can see Petra back there, kind of freaking out a little bit. Barbara asked if there's any way to do that pinwheel card with without the diagonal board to score it, and there is. So you're going to take, I'm going to kind of show you up here. So you're going to take an 8x8 square of cardstock, and you're going to measure, what I would do, Barbara, is measure it, or I'll do it this way. This is not the easiest way to do. So you're going to measure it and find a 3-inch mark and make a little tick on your cardstock here. And then you're going to come to the other side over here. So this is the square piece. So you're going to make a tick of 3 inches and then measure up a tick of 3 inches, and then that's where you're going to score. So from that tick to that tick, from this tick to this tick, and you're going to do that on all the sizes. Does that make sense? All the sides. So your paper would be like this. You measure into 3 inches, measure up to 3 inches, and then take a ruler and score it, or in a scoreboard and score it from tick to tick, and do that on all 3 sides. And then you'll have you don't have to have the diagonal board. It's a little bit more complicated, a little bit more work, but it can be done. So that was pretty easy to answer. So there you have it. Okay, I think there was another question too. Somebody asked. Well, it disappeared. I'm having some problems. So if you're over on YouTube and you've commented at all, I can't even see the comments on there at this point. I think what happened is I probably shut it down before the presentation got started, which was kind of dumb. So those are the kinds of things I do. But if you have any questions and you're over there, there is a link down in the description where you can come and meet up with us on Facebook. Or you can always go to my website, www.DDStamps.com, and you can send me a message or a question there. Or if you look down on the screen here where it says Diane Dimich, underneath is my website address. And you could always go to the email Diane@DDStamps.com. Send me a message. I am checking my messages throughout this event. So I know I missed a question, but I can't seem to find it right now. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people like that little project. I don't know where it keeps disappearing, but I think that's part of my iPad problem. So I will catch up. If I missed it, ask again. So let's see where we are now. Oh, this is okay, so that was a little purse project. Now this is another little project I did using the same paper. This is actually kind of fun to do. So just a really super easy card, but it shows you a way to use your designer series paper so that you can spread it out and make lots of fun stuff with it. Hey, oh! You know how I am. I just have to barely tap that slide and everything goes crazy. So let's start it over and I'll try it. Maybe. One more time. Hey Stampers, Diane Dimich here with DDStamps.com, and today I'm going to show you how quickly it is to make a card such as this using some of your supplies from start to finish. And so I'm going to use the Crazy About You stamp set,
which is a great stamp set. It has lots of words and then some great images. And the flower medallion punch, which coordinates with the flower that goes in with the set. And so to get started, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some paper. And when I start my cards, I normally start with an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my cutter. And for this particular project, we're going to cut this cardstock the long way. Normally, I cut the cardstock halfway this way, but this time I'm just going to show you a different way so that the ribbon will lay nice. So I'm going to go to 4 1/4 and go ahead and cut my cardstock. And then I'm going to come in at 5 1/2, which is halfway between those two, and score my cardstock. And there's my card base. And as you can see, you can quickly get 2 bases out of 1 sheet of cardstock. Then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to come in again with my cutter. And this time I'm using a piece of Whisper White for the inside. And I'm going to cut it at 4 inches. And then I'm going to turn it and cut it at 4 1/4. And that's what gives you the piece that I put on the inside of my cardstock. And I'm going to start with this one because I want to show you a really quick, easy technique. So to begin with, we're going to go ahead and I mounted my photopolymer stamps onto clear blocks. And I'm going to bring in Daffodil Delight and Garden Green. And how I chose my colors is I'm using the Flower Pot Designer Series paper. And I just pulled my colors right from the back of the cardstock. Right here. And it just lists all the different colors that are in that cardstock. Okay, so to get started, we're going to go ahead to begin with, and we're going to ink up the flower stamp. And remember, this is the piece that's going to go on the inside. When I stamp down on my photopolymer stamps, you can actually see it go across the cardstock, and you know that you've completely stamped that image. And then I'm going to come in with a Post-it note. This is just a regular old office supply Post-it note. I'm going to slide this into my punch. Sometimes easier said than done. If you have trouble, you can always attach it to a piece of scrap cardstock to slide in there. There we go. And what I want to do is I want to punch this, but I want to make sure that at some point in the image, I get some of the sticky from the Post-it note. And I'm going to use this as a mask. And so I'm going to take this and I'm just going to cover right over where I've already stamped, and then come in with my leaves, ink it up, and stamp it down. And when I pull off my Post-it note, you can see how I've masked that, and the leaves are right behind the flower image. And it's perfect for the inside of the card because it doesn't add any bulk to it. It's also great for the outside of the card, but I'm actually not doing that on the outside. So there, the inside of my card is ready to go. I am going to need a piece of our Designer Series paper. Now our Designer Series paper comes 12 by 12. I've actually cut these down into 4-inch strips and then cut them down to 2.5-inch strips. So I get quite a few cards out of one piece of 12 by 12 paper. And then I'm going to bring back my green card base, which is here. This is the one that I cut and scored earlier. So I'm going to just go ahead and attach this piece right to the bottom of my card here. And then I'm going to come in with some ribbon. And one of the reasons I like to cut my cards this way, especially if I'm going to wrap ribbon around, is because the ribbon will go around and it lays really nicely. So for my ribbon, if I choose to tie a knot in my ribbon, how I measure my ribbon is a knot would be 3 lengths of your card. So 1, 2, 3. That gives you enough for a knot. If you want a bow, do 4 lengths, and then you'll have plenty of ribbon to give your card a nice bow. But on these I did a knot because I want them to lay fairly flat, and I've got some other stuff going on. And so I'm going to go ahead and tie my knot, and when I tie a knot, I bring it through, and then I hold down one side and pull the other, and that way the ribbon won't twist. And you get a nice knot that lays flat. And then of course I'm going to come in with my ribbon scissors, and I'm just going to trim up my edges to make it look nice. And then once I've done that, I'm going to come back in with my green and my leaves, and ink those up and stamp those down. And then I want to put some of those words that were in that stamp set on here. And I've got 2 words called many thanks that I want to line up to use on that, on the stamp. And so I'm going to bring in this envelope so you can actually see, but I'm going to lay down my word stamps how I want them to be. And I just really want these to lay right on top of each other. Lay them down and get them straight. And then come in with my block, and then you pick up both of those stamps onto one block. And I can stamp that down in the corner. So I've got my words on there. And then last but not least, I'm going to come in with another scrap piece of cardstock and my yellow. Ink up my yellow stamp. Stamp it down on my cardstock. And then come in with my punch. Line this up, and I always line up my punches from the back so I know what I'm actually can punch. And you can see it's really easy to line this flower up. Punch that out and come in with one dimensional. Oh, I guess I got 2 that time. Pull that off. Lay that onto my card. One of the things I'm watching for here is I don't want my petals to hang up over the edge of my cardstock because it would be hard to get into an envelope. And there you have it. And then I'm going to take that piece that I masked off and add some adhesive and place that into the inside of my card. Just like that. So I will place the measurements and the products that I used for this card on my website. You can go ahead and click the button, but you can see how good that ribbon lays, and I just love it. And then don't forget to, again, come in with your envelope. Post office ladies love stamped envelopes, and so you have a whole suite of envelopes and cards, and you can make lots and lots of them. So
okay, so that was the card. That's actually one of my thank yous this month. And just so you know, this too was that great paper that we've used, and floral pot paper. And then the Crazy About You stamp set, that's what I used for this. The Crazy About You stamp set is actually in the next catalog. So that's going to go forward. And another thing is that Crazy About You stamp set also comes as a bundle in the catalog right now. But I did have a few questions, so we're going to go ahead and answer those as soon as I quit messing up the, there we go. I'm back. Okay, so I had a couple questions while that was going on. And Teresa said something about me being a fast talker and worker. I am, and I try to slow down. It's just, I think I just get so excited, I just talk fast. I talk fast all the time, and actually half the time the words that I need to use don't come out right. So hang in there with me, Teresa. These will all be available afterwards that you can watch. Okay, so Pat asked if we could use the envelope punch board for the pinwheel card, and the answer is yes. Cut your 8x8 square of cardstock and then score it, line it up to the 3-inch mark and score it all the way around on your cardstock, and then you'll have to do a straight score with the 1-inch one. But yeah, the envelope punch board would work great. What a great opportunity to have a tool that you can use on more than just one thing. The other thing, Miriam said something about, could you put ribbon in as your handle? Certainly, you could just, instead of, see the little brads that I put in, instead of those, just punch holes and tie some ribbon through there. It'd be adorable. I just think this little bag is so cute. You can kind of see how the size of it. Stephanie said Petra's adorable. Yes, she is. She can be fun, and no, she's a lot of fun. We really have enjoyed having her here. And Angelique asked about using fabric, adhesive backed fabric for these little bags, and yes, you could. There's no reason why you couldn't. They'd be cute. So there you have it. I'll have to check to see if there's more questions, and I will bring back the screen share because I know, well, I'm telling you, I have so much to go through tonight. I cannot believe all the stuff. So, okay, so this is another card that I did using that same stamp set, and I just wanted you to see it because that Crazy About You comes as a bundle, and you might be interested in that.
Hi Stampers, Diane Dimich here with DDStamps.com, and today I'm going to show you how I made this card here. This is using one of Stampin' Up's note cards and envelopes, and it's just a great little size for any occasion. And these actually go right to the mail, just with regular postage. What I'm using today is the Crazy About You stamp set and the matching framelits that go with it. So I'm going to show you a couple of different tips throughout this video, so bear with me. Let's get started. So to begin with, I took one of our celebration sheets that are 12 by 12, and this is just one of the prints that comes in the pack. And I'm going to show you just a quick way to show you how you can get the most out of one sheet of paper. So to begin with, I measured this at 3 inches and trimmed it off. And then I'm going to come here at 4.5. Oops, that's the score. And cut. I don't know why my cutter does that once in a while, but... And then another one at 4.5. And so you get 2 out of that little strip. And then you're going to come in with this other piece that you have. And if you cut it this way at 4.5, that will cut it into 2 strips and then bring it together, and you can cut it into 3 strips by just measuring and cutting through. And so that gives you 10 layers of cards for that one card. I hope that makes sense. I didn't whiz through that too quickly. So what you do is, so then you come out and you've got a sheet like this. And then I took another piece of Coastal Cabana cardstock and I just attached this one onto there. So the actual measurement that I have here is 3 by 4.5. And I'm going to lay this onto this Coastal Cabana piece, which is 3 1/4. By 4 3/4, which is going to mount nicely onto my note card and still leave a little edge right around the edge there, because the note cards. So there you have that. Then I took a piece of another 1-inch strip of that celebration paper, and this is just 1 by, I don't know, 4.5, I think. And I'm going to use my hexagon punch and come in here, and that's how I'm going to line that up to punch my banner. And I'm going to lay this right across the front of my card like that. So there's the base of my card, and now we're going to do the decorating part. I'm going to use the framelits called Hello You, and you get these great framelits. As you can see, I put a magnet on the back of my packaging here just to hold my framelits on so they're not flopping around in the envelope. But you get happy, thanks, and hello, and you, and it coordinates really nicely with the words in Crazy About You. So that's one of the things I like about this. Comes as a bundle too, which is how I always love my bundles. So I'm going to go ahead and use the thanks, and I want to show you just a quick way to get these framelits right out of your or cut them out. So let me grab my Big Shot and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my Big Shot and I've got my platform and I've got my first plastic plate, and then I'm going to take, this is a dryer sheet, and it's just a regular dryer sheet that has not been used, so it still smells good. And I'm going to lay my piece of cardstock down, and then I'm going to lay my thanks down. And then I'm going to take that other plastic plate and lay it on the top. And you can use any kinds of dryer sheets. I would recommend to people to just get the cheapest you can find. And go to your local dollar store and pick up some cheap framelits. Pick up some cheap dryer sheets. Once you've done that, you're just going to pull this out, and you can see that framelit pops off right away, which is great. I know in the past when we used framelits, sometimes they got stuck, but they stick directly to that dryer sheet, and then you pull this off, and you can see you do have to be just slightly careful. And then this will just pull right out. And all the inside pieces popped right out too. So that's just another great way to use your framelits and use that dryer sheet, and it works fabulously with our new butterflies and any of our doilies. So what I did then is I'm going to take this thanks, and I'm just adding a little snail onto it, and you'll see that I'm adding it directly onto the back of this. This is a great mat that I purchased over Christmas. It's just a craft mat, and the glue doesn't stick to it, so it's just kind of, you just have to brush it away and it's gone. So I take my card, add my thanks. It's coming together very nicely. And then I'm going to take a little 1/2 inch piece, and let me grab a stamp out of this set. One of the things about our photopolymer stamps is that they're bendable. So if you have a hard time getting it on there straight, lay it onto your whatever surface you're working on, and then lay it upside, so that, and then stick it on there so that it's, that it's straight. And then I'll have to grab my ink. I'm going to come in with a little Calypso coral because that coordinates with the paper, and ink this up. And the nice thing about photopolymer is you can see exactly where you're going to stamp. You see right through there. Stamp that down. Come back in with my punch and make this into a little banner. Makes it fairly easy, like that. And go ahead and put this away. Now for this banner, what I do is I'm going to take it and I'm just going to use my fingers and I'm going to pull it on this side to give it a curl. Pull it on that side and give it a curl. And you can see how it just bends it. And then I'm going to come in with a dimensional. And that dimensional is going to go where the bump is going up. And then I put that dimensional in there. And that's going to keep that banner so that it continues the wave with that dimensional in there. Not too much that it doesn't flatten out in when you're mailing it. So there's that. And then I'm going to show you how I did the flowers. And I brought in one of the little flowers from the flower punch pack. And I'm going to punch out 3 flowers with Calypso coral. And here's one of the little tricks that I use. So if using the paper piercing mat in your flowers, if you take the bigger end of your scoring tool and just go in a circle, you'll see how it just gives those flowers just enough, little bit of curl, just enough dimension. If you can see that in there. It kind of pops up their leaves and gives them a little bit of dimension. And then I'm going to use glue dots and stick these on the glue dot. Like that. And then come in and add them to my project. Oops. Didn't quite get, there we go. Didn't quite get the glue dot on that one. And there's your flowers. And then I'm going to come in with some pearls. And just a couple little pearls. Here, I got a sheet right here. And just add a little pearl. If you have trouble getting your pearls up, go ahead and use a scissor. And you can just pick them up off there with a scissor. And add them to your card. And there you have it, a really quick thank you card. This is the card that I'm sending out this month for one of...
That actually was a card that I did a couple months ago during celebration. And so I just wanted to show you another way to use your designer series paper. Because we have a tendency to hoard our paper. Just a second, the dog needs to go out. Sorry about that. We have a tendency to hoard our paper, and we don't need to. We need to use it because we know that there's always going to be something new. And so just so you're aware, this stamp set also comes, this Crazy About You stamp set comes as a bundle where you can get those framelits and save 15%. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there. I did have a couple questions from people, and I would like to come back up on screen. We'll see if I can do it. Maybe, there we go. Okay, so we're coming back. And I just wanted to answer a couple questions, a couple of things. Julie mentioned how I measured that ribbon in that card that I did. So I do 4 lengths of or 4 widths of the card for a bow and 3 for a knot. And it's just really kind of a fun way to measure your ribbon, and then you know you're going to have enough. You're going to have plenty to do a bow if you do 4 lengths or widths of your card and 3 for a knot. You don't have a whole lot that you got to trim off. So yes, she also asked if the flower medallion punch is still available. It is still available right now, and it is going to be available in the next catalog, as is this Crazy For You bundle and stamp set. And Angelique asked how I clean my stamps. And so what I do, Angelique, is I use Stampin' Mist cleaner and the Stampin' Scrub. And I just spray one side. This is a really old one, but I spray one side with the mist and then wash my stamp and dry my stamp. Fastest way to Wash and dry your stamp set there is. And sometimes with my photopolymer stamps, if I'm doing a lot of different inks or doing different inkings, I might have a baby wipe lay in there, but try to get them without the alcohol. Sometimes they get too soapy. Sometimes even yeah, it just gets too soapy. But they're kind of nice, especially if you're just dealing with a couple of stamps. So perfect. Got those questions answered. Angie, I'm glad you made it, and I'm glad that you're able to post. Welcome. Angie's my newest demonstrator. She just signed up. Yay! Teresa, cue card. Do you not have to use that pad when you use those stamps? Oh, sometimes I'm terrible. Sometimes I use the paper piercing mat underneath my photopolymer stamps, and sometimes I don't. I have learned when I first started using photopolymer, I always used the paper piercing mat. But now I've learned how to ink it up and how to make sure I've stamped it. And I watch when the stamp goes down on the paper, I watch to make sure that all the air bubbles go out. I can watch the ink go into the cardstock. And so I'm not consistent about using my paper piercing mat. Just how I am. That looks like all the questions. So that's awesome. Angelique loves the bundles too. Well, you're going to love it because the next catalog has twice as many bundles as this catalog, current catalog. We'll get to that. We're getting there. Okay, so let me do a screen share here. What do we got next? Oh, the weekly deals. Weekly deals this month were pretty good, or this week are great. If you don't have that 2-inch circle punch, you may want to look at that, or the gift box punch board. Actually, I think almost everything on this page is in the next catalog except for the sweet taffy paper and the soft skies seam binding. But the rest of them are in the next catalog. And so that gift box punch board, that's a fabulous deal. Fabulous. So next, March's tutorial. So I send out tutorials as a thank you to my customers, those people who are in my virtual club and those that are in, that just place an order with me on any given day. And this month's tutorial is using several sets. I'm using the Mosaic Madness, the Regarding Dahlias, and the Starburst Sayings. And so there's 12 different cards, 3 or 4 from each stamp set. And you will notice that all of these stamp sets are retiring, but I want you to see what I just want you to check them out before they're gone, because we know what happens to many stamp sets once they retire from Stampin' Up! And they hit eBay, the Evil Bay, as people call it. They can, the prices can increase by quite a bit. Let's see. I have a few more questions here. Dorothy, love the thank you dies. I just started making multiple cards. Good for you. Honestly, when I make cards, I always make at least 4, no matter what I'm doing, because it takes me just as long to plan for 1 card as it does for 4 cards. So I always make multiples. And when it's my thank yous, I make lots of them. But I will tell you that if you've gotten a thank you card from me, it's actually been made by me and is sent out by me. And I thank you for that. You guys have been real supportive. Julie, can the Stampin' Scrub pad be washed out? Yes. What I do, Julie, is I actually put the Stampin' Scrub pad into like a dish sink with a little bit of dish soap and some warm water, and I let it soak in there. And sometimes I might, use my fingers to kind of scrub it out a little bit and then rinse it out and set it aside. Now, I have been known in the past to pull the pads out of the Stampin' Scrub, and I actually tossed them in my washing machine one time just to make sure they got really clean, and they did, but it took up some of the adhesive that was holding it together. So I wouldn't recommend that. My scrub pads are old. I've had them for years and years and years and years, and I use them all the time. So yeah, just rinse them out. And what I do is I'll rinse them and I'll just stick them in a sink to dry. So Ruth Ann uses an old mouse pad when you stamp. That's a great idea, because it's just enough cushion. You just need, with those photopolymer stamps, you just need a little bit of cushion. Okay, let's see what else we got. Oh, these are just the slides to show you what is, these are the stamp sets that are in the tutorials. And so you will see, you will see where that Mosaic Madness, is on sale. It's a great deal. The Mosaic Punch is 50% off. So think about some of those things. And that Mosaic Punch coordinates with the Mosaic Madness stamp. So it punches out those little pieces. I've had a lot of fun with that stamp set, and it's been fun. Regarding Dahlias is one that's leaving. And then on this page is the Starburst sayings. That's another one that is, there's a great deal on that. And the Starburst framelits are leaving. So those are the tutorials for this month. So, big question. Do you want to see some of the new products out of the catalog? If so, say yes. Stephanie, yes, I do take the pads, the mats out of the Stampin' Scrub when I clean it. I just always have. You are welcome for the Stampin' Scrub pad information. Angie, yes, you will get a whole case of new catalogs in your starter kit when it arrives. That I would expect that you would see that probably, well, I bet you get it by Monday, maybe Tuesday. So that's exciting for you. I gotta have that bundle. Is the new catalog, is it in the new catalog as a bundle? I believe it is, Linda, and I will check for you. I can't actually show you the new catalog, but I can share some of the information that's in it. Okay, I've gotten a few yeses. I know, it's so exciting. So you guys all saw the post that I did with the new in colors, right? These are the new in colors. This isn't a very good picture, but it was the only one that I've gotten. It was actually taken over in at the Australian convention that was this past week over there. Those lucky people got to have a convention, and that's where they were unveiled. So I got my box of products this afternoon about 2 o'clock, and I quick did a couple of videos because I thought that was the easiest way to show you. So I'm going to show you a few things. I've got a couple things here that I want to show you and how to work them. I didn't get videos of everything, but it's very exciting time. So this is just a quick video on the in colors and what is going to be available. Now I did forget one item, and I'll talk about that when it's done.
Hi Stampers, Diane Dimich here with DDStamps.com, and today I'm here to introduce you to some of the other accessories and stuff in our in colors for this coming year in our new catalog, which will become available for customers to order on June 2nd. But I just wanted to introduce you. So it's Delightful, Dijon, Tip Top Taupe, Mint Macaron, Cucumber Crush, Watermelon Wonder. You can get it in the ink, the cardstocks, the markers, these adorable little flowers these little embellishments are called Blossom Accents, and they are cute. They're little flowers, and they're actually flat, so they'll sit on your cards or projects nicely, but they're fun in those colors. And my favorite thing of all is the ribbon. This is the new Stampin' Up! Ribbon for this year. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful lace ribbon. I can't wait to play with it in the various colors, but make lots of different things. So those are the new Stampin' Up! In colors and some of the accessories that are available coming up in the new.
Sorry about that. The one thing that I forgot was there is some envelope paper in the new in colors. So it's a designer series paper, both sides. I forgot to put that in there. I don't know why, but it happens, and I'm sorry about that. But aren't they beautiful? Which color is your favorite? It's a toss-up for Elizabeth between Mint Macaron and Cucumber Crush. And also, what's your favorite new product? I'm telling you, that ribbon, that's fabulous. I can't wait to play with that. I do have, somebody asked if I could do a little comparison to some of the colors that we have available now and some of them that are retiring. And so I did a quick video this afternoon to do that too. I wasn't going to do a video. I was just going to do it live, but I really think that it's much more, everybody can see it better if I do a video. And so here we go. Oh, or not. Here we go. Hi Stampers, Diane Dimich here with DDStamps.com, and today I'm here to just show you and introduce you to Stampin' Up's 5 new in colors for the upcoming catalog. It's very exciting this time of year when we get to see all the new products that are coming out, and these colors are fabulous. When I first saw them, of course, I thought, well, they kind of look similar to some that we've had. But when I show you and compare them with some of the stuff that we've had, you will see the total difference. So the first one here is Tip Top Taupe, which is it's a lovely shade of brown, tan, or gray. Kind of depends on which cardstock you put with it. This one is called Delightful Dijon. It is very similar to More Mustard from a few years ago, but it's
bolder. It's beautiful. More Mustard was one of my favorite colors of all times. And I have to say that this one is going to be one of my favorites for the next couple years anyway. This one is called Mint Macaron, and it's beautiful. It's a bluer shade than I thought it was, and I'm going to show you with some of our greens, and then I'll show you with some of our blues so you can see how great it looks. This one here is very bright, called Cucumber Crush. It's bright, and once you see the other stuff that goes with it, it just really sets it off pretty. And this was the one I was never sure about when I first saw it, but it's called Watermelon Wonder, and I think it's going to become another one of my favorites because the accessories and stuff that we got are so fabulous. But let me show you a comparison with the papers. So to begin with, we're going to start with Mint Macaron, and here is, let me grab the colors here. This is the Mint Macaron that I showed you, and then this would be Pistachio Pudding, because this was one of our colors that is since this past year retired, or just a couple weeks ago retired. But you can see the difference. A lot of people thought it was going to be very similar in colors, but it's not. And then I just had one little sheet of Pear Pizzazz to match up with that so you could see the difference. But again, you can see it's a totally different color. And then I'm going to bring in two here. I want to bring in Pool Party and Soft Sky and show you that together. So those are beautiful together, but a little bit totally different. So I really like that look. Now the next one that I've got is the Cucumber Crush. And I am going to compare that one with Garden Green. So you can see Garden Green is this one, and then Wild Wasabi. And somewhere is that Pear Pizzazz little piece. There's the Pear Pizzazz. So you can really see the big difference in the colors. It's very nice. But I love this Cucumber Crush. That's an awesome looking color right now. And so the next one I have is the Watermelon Wonder. And somebody asked me, Watermelon Wonder, how close is it to Strawberry Slush? And this is Strawberry Slush. So you can see that this is a little oranger, as that is pink. So again, a totally different color. This really brightens up our color line. And then this is Calypso Coral up with that Watermelon Wonder. And oh, I love that combination. And I am sad to say this is Crisp Cantaloupe. This is another color that retired, but look at how pretty it looks with those. I mean, it's just beautiful, but you know, totally different again with that watermelon color. And then the last one I'm going to show you is the Delightful Dijon, and that's this one here, the one that similar to our More Mustard from a few years ago. This cardstock next to it is Hello Honey. Those are fabulous together. I like those looks. And then to give you a different look, there's the Crushed Curry. So it's a total, you know, there's a big difference between those three color cardstocks, and that's exciting. It's exciting to see this new freshness in our color line. So then this is our Tip Top Taupe. Did I show this one already? If I did, I'm sorry. Oh no, I don't think I did. And then I'm going to compare that one with Soft Suede, Crumb Cake, and Sahara Sand. I'll put that up there. But you can really see how different they are. I'll even put let's put the Crumb Cake next to it. Again, it's totally a different color. That Tip Top Taupe is. So lots of variations in our colors line. Those are just the new in colors. There's lots of new stuff coming. Keep an eye out. Like these little gems right here. These are some little heart embellishments with flat back, so they'll stick to, you know, go on your card easy, but adorable in those new in colors. So I hope you enjoyed this color comparison, and if you haven't already done so, you may want to visit my web. Okay, so there are some of the new in colors. Well, actually, that is the new in colors. It's exciting. It's a great time to be a demonstrator. I noticed that a lot of people are in love with the ribbon, which is great. Just so you're aware, here's the catalog. Mine just came. It's brand new. Haven't really even opened the cover, but I did want you to see. There's some great fun products right there on the front page. This is a kit. It's a tin, and it's a card kit that you put together. So that's kind of fun, and lots of fun stuff in there.
So that is that. Okay, so there's a couple things I wanted to show you. I meant to show this earlier, but in that one of the earlier videos, I did the hexagon punch to make little banners with, and we have a new banner punch in the catalog, and I'm just going to quickly show this. This is the banner punch. It's one of our big ones, and it actually will do 3 sizes. And so you just slide your cardstock. This is a 1-inch strip, and there's a little gutter there that you slide your cardstock up in and punch it out, and that's how you get your tips. So you can do 1, 1.5, and there's just a little gutter in there, and then you've got that, or 2 inches, same thing. So similar to our label topper punches, only it does banners. So you can do banners on both sides. What a fun, fast, easy way to do them. I have used the hexagon punch or square punch for a long time, but this is going to be fun, and I can't wait to see what other demonstrators do with it, because you know what happens when demonstrators get product in their hand. They start finding lots of different things to do with it. So I will tell you that in the comments section that I've been reading is lots and lots of people love that ribbon. It's beautiful. Francie, is there going to be some new style of color coach? I don't believe there is. Stampin' Up! Is encouraging us to just play with our colors ourselves, mix up the color families. You can always use a color family together. They're going to look good. You can always look on the back of your designer series paper. There's going to be fun combinations of colors that you wouldn't normally do. But I'm not sure about a color coach, but I am going to start doing, excuse me, a couple of like color combinations, things that you might not see. So I'll start doing some of those onto my website and into my newsletter. Okay, so I'm going to continue to share here. I got more. I know it's just keeps going and going and going. No, there's just a few more things to share. Oh, this is fun. So one of the things that you can do if you are interested in getting your hands on product, getting your hands on the in colors, getting your hands on the catalog before anybody else, the best way to do it is to become a demonstrator. That's what Angie did, and like I said, her stuff is on her way. But there's some great, just watch this video and see what you can get in some of the new stuff, and then you'll see some of the new stamp sets too.
Hey Stampers, Diane Dimich here with DDStamps.com, and today I'm here to talk to you a little bit about how you can get your hands on all of Stampin' Up's new 2015-2017 in colors for the coming year, which are Delightful Dijon, Tip Top Taupe, Mint Macaron, Cucumber Crush, Watermelon Wonder, and also get your hands on the new Stampin' Up catalog. Now I can only show you the cover because that's bound by my contract with Stampin' Up, but it is beautiful, and there is not one thing on this cover that I don't want. Look at that new card kit. Anyway, how you can do it is if you signed up to be a demonstrator. Now I'm going to show you with a couple of the new products how you can easily get a bundle of products together to be a demonstrator at the low price of $99. So to begin with, you would purchase the ink pads and the paper bundle. So you get 4 pieces of each of the different in color cardstocks and all of the ink pads. You'd add to that a pack of markers. And into that, then you'd come in with some other products. Now, so this is one of Stampin' Up's new punches, which does banners, which you could add to your order. You could also bring in, this is one of my favorite things out of the new catalog. This is the Stampin' Up Ronald McDonald set this year called Sprinkles of Life. It is fabulous. It is going to be great for any season, and I can hardly wait to support the Ronald McDonald House by offering this set to everybody. Stampin' Up gives $3 for each stamp set purchased to the Ronald McDonald House. And so what you've got here is you've got a tree, an ice cream cone, a basket or a muffin cupcake bottom, some candles. You've got all different things for all different seasons and lots of different words. A pile of flowers. This could be a cloud. It could be a cupcake top. It could be an ice cream cone, and then also some grass. But the best part about this is that it comes with the stamp set that coordinates. So this is the stamp set, and as you can see, it coordinates with all of those pieces, and you can quickly make lots of different fun things. These would be 2 more items that you could put in your starter kit. And then last, but no, not last. So then the other thing that I would recommend is Stampin' Up has this fabulous paper stack called Cherry on Top. It's cute, 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 cute paper, using some of our new in colors and some of the new products, but it would go fabulously with this cute little stamp set from Sprinkles of Life. And then the last thing that they're going to have available, and I love this, is that when we have a paper pack available, there's also going to be a cardstock pack. And so if you purchase the cardstock pack where you get 8 sheets of each of the colors that coordinate with this, you've got yourself your set. And this is the Cucumber Crush, this is the Watermelon, and then Bermuda Bay. But you've already have, so you would have all of this product. It's at $124.50. That's how much it costs, but you could get it for $99 and free shipping by just signing up to be a demonstrator. And so if you have questions, please feel free to contact me. I'm going to put a link in there to my web.
Okay, so there you have it. There's some of the products that you can get to get to your starter kit level. And, you know, there is no commitment. Once you do that, you can continue to be a demonstrator. You can continue to follow, you know, get the minimum purchases, or you can make it a job or whatever. But it's just a great way to get some great product at a discount, and you get your hands on it early. So I am going to sneak on here again because I had a couple people. Anita, I hope that you have figured out how to get on. I see that you are. Julie asked about, since Perfect Blend is retiring, is there a new coffee set? And I do not see one in the book. I wasn't specifically looking for that when I was looking through the catalog, but I don't see one. So Perfect Blend is a great stamp set, and if you don't have a coffee set and you think you need one, that one is retiring. So I'm just going to quickly show you. This was actually the paper in the catalog that was my absolute favorite. It's called Bohemian something. Terrible, isn't it? But it's designer series paper. Wait till you see it. This is how I'm going to redo my stamp room with these colors, because it's wild and I love it. Isn't that beautiful, that Blackberry Bliss? Woo! Look at that one. With that Bermuda Bay. I love these colors. I just love this paper. Look at that. Wild. Love it. And the last one is that one. Some pretty loud patterns. Just so you know, this is the color combination that goes with that pack. These are the colors that they use to do that color palette. So there would be some colors that you could use together that you normally wouldn't. Bermuda Bay, Dijon Mustard, Blackberry Bliss, Indigo, and then Rose Red. So totally different colors from all different stamp sets, or different color families. And like I said earlier, I don't know if you caught it, but if you're purchasing some designer series paper out of the catalog, they are going to have a cardstock pack to go with it, so that you can get 8 sheets of each kind of, or of 3 of the colors that go with the designer series paper. So they'll have like the designer series paper, and then they'll have this pack of cardstock that coordinates with it. So it makes it easy to use. This is the new background papers. This is actually this is the neutrals. And I wasn't sure if I was going to get this because I don't know. I just wasn't sure. But oh, get those little cute flowers. And some words. This is some fabulous paper, and this pack actually comes with all the neutral colors, and then in the very back it has silver that has kind of a little metallic to it, and gold. And so this comes in each color family, plus I think in the new in colors. So that's fun. There is the Bohemian folder, some washi tape, a stamp set, this fabulous ribbon that we all love. This is the watermelon. Oh, it's so soft and nice and luscious. So anyway, there's a few new things. And honestly, if you are thinking that, you know, you're addicted to Stampin' Up as much as I am, you should consider becoming a demonstrator, because you will get a fabulous discount, and you will have the new catalog before you know it. Now, I am sending out catalogs. I'm starting to collect people's information. So if you've been a customer of mine over the last year, then you should expect to see a catalog sometime in the coming week or so. I'm just trying to get it all put together. So I hope that you can. I hope you get it. Okay, so we're coming up to the end here. I want to make sure that I've got everybody's questions answered. Final thing I wanted to talk to you about. I am going to put together a goodie bag of the new in colors with some of the little embellishments, the ribbon, the paper, something else. Anyway, I ordered extras of stuff so that I could put little goodie bags together for anybody who placed an order within the next 48 hours and use this Hostess code. It would be a great way for you to get your hands on some of the in colors and see them for yourself in real life before they're available to anybody else. So that's the goodie bag this week, and you are welcome to place an order. If your order is going to be over $150, I don't use the Hostess code. Take the Hostess benefits for yourself and enjoy, and I will notice that you ordered, and I will make sure that you get on the list for the goodie bags. Goodie bags go out usually about a week after the party's closed. These will go out on Monday because I already have some of the products here that I'm going to give away. So make sure you use the Hostess code so I can keep track. Does anybody have any other questions? I don't want to miss anybody's questions. I'm really sorry about people over on YouTube because I know that I may have missed some questions over there, but hopefully they came over to Facebook and joined me. Yeah, so Linda is thrilled. Yeah, the batter punch is going to be awesome because it is hard to make them not lopsided. I've always made them lopsided too. Lindsay, what about Project Life? Not depth. There's new Project Life stuff, Linz. I just didn't show it tonight because I can't show everything. I can't show you the whole catalog, but there is new Project Life cards, accessories, albums, lots of fun stuff. I know that they do have some Project Life stuff discounted on the retirement list, but that's just because they had some of the in colors that retired, and so that stuff retires too, and then they bring in new. So new is always fun. Okay, well, it looks like we're coming down here to the end. We are going to go ahead and do a door prize drawing. I've got a little package or some stuff here to give away. And so if you are on Facebook, down there's an orange link that says door prize. You could click there to fill out your door prize slip. I will be watching that because I've already picked a number for the winner. There's also an orange button to shop online, which will take you right to my online store. And then there's a button that says Occasions Mini Retiring, and that is just a link to the products that are in the Occasions Mini catalog right now, that are available right now, that are going to be retiring on June 2nd. So June 2nd is the last day to order out of the current catalog and the Occasions Mini catalog. And then June 2nd is also the first time that you can order out of the new catalog. So there's one day they're going to overlap. And then June 3rd, we're only working out of the new catalog. I hope that didn't confuse anybody. So I see a few more comments. Please start filling out your door prize slip so we can get that going. Flora, I will get you a goodie bag. I noticed that you did order. So a couple of things I wanted to show you while you say that, Flora. I have a few people that are ordering as a no contact order, which just you click there that you don't want me to contact you. And when that happens, I can't find your name. It takes some research for me to figure out who it was. And if I don't know who you are or have any idea who you are, then I can't send you those products because I can't see your address and I can't see your email. So Flora, I believe you're one of the people that I want you to watch here. But just so you're aware, oh wait, I gotta get onto the Stampin' Up site. Let me do a screen share here. For those people that you go ahead and keep filling out the door prize slip while I show this quickly. So once you're in the store, or the website, you're gonna go up to the store and click on that, and this is the store. And then I'm just gonna pick a couple things and put them into a basket. Add to the basket, view the shopping bag. So when I view the shopping bag, this is where you apply the Hostess code, is right down here in this box, and you hit apply. And then that will apply it and attach it to that order so that I know that you ordered. The other thing I wanted to show you, I'm going to sign into my account. So sign into your account and go up to my account and my demonstrator. And right here, sometimes this asks you at the end of your order if you want to allow my demonstrator to contact me with order updates and other important information. If you click no, that's when I can't see who ordered, where they're from, or send them any of the goodies. So I need you to go in and change your profile to say yes. You can say no to getting updates from Stampin' Up, because I'll make sure I keep you informed, but say yes to me so that I can make sure that I contact you. It's really difficult. I like to get my tutorials out to people, and I like to get my thank yous out. So there's a little tip there. Okay, so we're going to go back to our slides. We're getting very close to being done. It is time for the door prize. Who is ready to win? So I picked a number before we got started. The number was 72. And, oops, just bopped off the. Judy Lawson. Judy Lawson. Judielawson. Judy, you are the winner of the door prize drawing tonight. What I need you to do is either send me a message on Facebook or send me an email at Diane@DDStamps.com. And if anybody has any questions, please feel free. I'm going to be sticking around tonight, checking on the various sites. I need to get to YouTube because I wasn't able to answer anybody's questions over there. So hopefully I've answered them, or I will answer them through there. So let's see. It was a great class. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Brenda asked about how come some demonstrators have their catalogs and some don't. If you place if you're a demonstrator and you place a demonstrator order this week, your catalog will be put into that demonstrator order. Otherwise, Stampin' Up's mailing them all out to everybody on the 21st, all those people that didn't get one before then. So I hope that answers your question, Brenda. Okay, so I'm still waiting to hear back from Judy, and I'm hoping that she is still on. She is going to get some little clips, some little in color paper clips, clothespins, and there you have it. So anybody else have any more questions? If not, I'm going to say goodnight and thank you for coming. And I'll be honest with you, I'm headed over to play with some of my new stuff because I hadn't had time to do that today, and get some projects done. But thank you for coming. It was great. And I will speak to you soon. Thanks. Good night.